Hey you guys, and welcome back. Today is my October inspired makeup look. I do this every month. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and let's just go ahead and get started. Okay, we're gonna start with the eyes today, and one of the palettes that I chose this month is the Makeup Revolution Soph X2 palette. It's just a warm tone palette, so I thought it would be nice to use in October. I almost chose the Morphe OM, like the matte version of the 35O palette, but then I just didn't want to choose that one. I feel like it's tough for me to pick one palette that is like a monochrome palette for the entire month because I get really bored after a while, so I like to pick one with some variety. And I'm using the shade Cookie Dough to start. I am really late to start filming this video, and then I have a friend coming over this evening. It's already 5:45, and my friend's coming over around 8:30. Seems like it's a long time, but I'm hoping to film another video after this one, and also I'm gonna wanna take off my makeup because I'm not gonna wanna see him with, like, you know, all my makeup on. Plus, I wanted to bake banana muffins, so I think I'm gonna have to get to the banana muffins. Like, they're gonna be chocolate banana muffins, and I think I'm gonna have to get to them by 7:30 latest to give me enough time. This look might not be the greatest. And I'm gonna take the shade Running Late, which is a little bit more orange. It's kind of like a creamsicle shade, I guess. And I'm going to do the exact same thing, maybe not take it quite as high as the Cookie Dough shade, but just focus it in my crease. My favorite palette is the Makeup Revolution Soph X Original. That palette is so nice. And I would have chosen it, but I also feel like I haven't used this palette enough, so I wanted to kind of play with this one a little bit this month. Okay, actually, if I keep it really simple, I might be able to leave it on. I'm going to take the shade Cheesecake, which is this warm toned brown shade, and I'm going to apply it right on the lid. By the way, today I placed an order on ColourPop for my ColourPop brand Slam week. Depending on when the items arrive, I'll be able to start filming for that series. I just cannot stand how so many products on the website were out of stock, and I could like barely pick up anything. I wanted to try out so many things that were out of stock, and like just so many palettes that I like from ColourPop that I've seen other people use and I've seen pictures of. They're not even listed on the website, so it's just kind of confusing, and I don't get it, like if they just always release limited edition palettes and then once they're out of stock they just never come back. I actually find their brand a little bit confusing. Like, I don't get why they always do theme collection releases. Like, I get if you're gonna release like a palette or like different shades and stuff like that, but why are they always themes? Then all the packaging is different and there's just no consistency. I don't know. I just prefer brands that are straightforward. I think I'm going to deepen it up a little bit more with the shade Brownies, which is this dark brown. And I'm going to focus this shade really close to the lash line and more towards the outer edge. To me, October is like Halloween. I could have probably done something more intense or more like of the orange, black, red shade. But also when I think of October, I think of the leaves. Like the leaves changing colors. I think of like pumpkins, candles, Thanksgivings. So I think that's what I'm going for with this makeup look. I'm going to add a little bit more of Running Late to my crease. I want to bring out more of the orange. I think I'm going to leave it all matte. I rarely do an all matte eye look. I feel like I always throw on a shimmer, but I kind of want to do all matte today. So I want to just do that much on the eyes right now and move on to my face. Okay, so for primer today, I'm using the Milani Prime Light Primer. I know the eyes are going to be matte, but I kind of want the skin to be a little bit more glowy, I think. My face gets so red when I'm using my hands to rub in products. For my foundation or my like base product, I'm gonna use the L'Oreal BB cream. I am almost done with this product. It's taking so long to finish up. Oh my gosh, right as I'm saying that, I'm like, can't even squeeze product out to cover the rest of my face. This month should do it. Then I can finally put this foundation to rest. I feel like it is a long time coming. I don't even want to tell you guys how long I've had that product for. Long time. But it's really good and I really like it. I love the way it makes my skin look, and it also provides like okay coverage while keeping my face and skin looking really, really natural. I'm going to apply some concealer under my eyes, around my nose, on my chin, and in the center of my forehead. And this is just my usual L'Oreal Radiant Age Perfect Concealer. I'm sad because I'm almost out of it, and I don't want to purchase it again until I use up some of my other concealers that I own, which kind of sucks because it is my favorite concealer. And I don't really want to use another concealer. Like, I just want to use this concealer for the rest of my life, but I need to use up old makeup that's still in my drawers, so yeah, it's probably gonna be a while till I will repurchase this one. So I'm going to set that concealer on my face with my usual Milani Prep Set and Glow powder. And I'm kind of going to just dust some of this powder on the rest of my face because I'm going to actually go in with powder products today, which I haven't done in a long time. I feel like I've been using creams a lot in like all of my recent videos, and I just felt like powder today. The bronzer that I'm going to be using is the e.l.f. Primer Infused bronzer. This is in the shade Perpetually Tanned. Oh my gosh, I haven't used a powder bronzer in a really long time. This is such a nice bronzer though. It just has such a nice finish and it's super easy to blend. Rarely looks splotchy even if I'm blending in a rush. It just melds into my skin really nicely for a powder product. Probably one of my favorite bronzers from the drugstore. It's also matte, so it's kind of a nice contrast to the glowy powder we were using and the glowy blush we're about to use. The glowy blush we are using today is the Milani, Rose Doro blush. It's one of their baked blushes. It's this beautiful rosy tone and it has a little bit of a gold sheen to it. I just think it's one of the most beautiful blushes you can find. I applied too much because I'm so not used to powders. I'm gonna try and blend that in a little bit with my concealer brush. Oh my gosh, I'm so not used to using powder, blush, and bronzer. I just went way overboard. That's the nice thing about cream products. I feel like you can work with them. You like have more time to work with them versus like powders. It's just so much harder to fix when you've added too much. I'm gonna spritz my face with my Catrice setting spray. Okay, and for the lower lash line, I'm gonna start by going in with the shade Cookie Dough. Then I'm gonna go in with the shade Chocolate Orange. Focus this shade more on the outer half. Last but not least, I'm going to take the shade Brownies and apply it to the outer half of my lower lash line. I'm going to take a little bit of that orangey creamsicle shade in Running Late just to add a little bit more warmth to the lower lash line, and I'm also going to blend out the top lash line a bit again. I feel like I needed some red in this look, but I don't actually have any reds in this palette. There is that shade, but it's quite a bright red. It's kind of like a cherry red, I guess, and I don't think it'll work with this look. I think I'm going to leave it at that for now. I am going to add some brown eyeliner. I've been really liking brown eyeliner these days. It just adds so much to the look, but is really easy to use, and it's not as harsh as black. I feel like I could have gone a little bit deeper and grungier with the look, but I might go in with a dark lip, so I think I'm going to leave it at that, curl my lashes, and apply some mascara. And then last, I'm going to add my lip color. This is the L'Oreal Matte Crayon in the shade Flirty Toffee. The formula is really drying, but the color is so beautiful that I had to use it, obviously. It's the perfect deep terracotta for fall. Okay, so that completes this makeup look. The fire alarm in my building just went off for about half an hour, so I just wasted a whole bunch of time that I didn't have. But I hope you guys enjoyed it and you liked the makeup look. I'm actually kind of happy with the way it turned out, like how warm and matte the eye look is. Plus, with this lip, obviously, I love this lip color. Thank you guys, as always, for watching. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Please subscribe if you like to see more videos, and I will see you in my next one.